بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now Zamzam, you saw that tunnels and you saw the old building, and now you cannot see anything, it's underneath, and just they make a strong roof so people can perform tawaf above these things. Zamzam has a beautiful story. Ibrahim alayhi salam, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he came to Mecca with his wife Hajar alayhi salam, with his son Ismail, he was an infant by that time, and he lived them there. And Hajar was astonished. He said, "Are you going to leave us here?" He didn't answer them. Then she repeated the same question. He didn't answer them. Then at the third one, he couldn't even say yes, but he just moved his head up and down, which means that yes. Then that great lady, she said, "Did Allah order you to do so?" Then he said, he moved his head up and down. Then he said, we will not worry. If he order you to do so, he will never forget us. And she was right. And this is Zamzam. So as I said before, every place here has a special story. Now he left them also with a small amount of water, some dates, and she was alone in that desert. When there is no water, when the infant started crying because he was thirsty, she didn't know what to do. Then she went to Mas'a, and she went to Safa first, and she climbed that mountain. When you go, inshallah, you will see the mountain, it's still there. On the top of that mountain, she tried to look for someone to help, get some water, but she couldn't find anyone. Then she went down that mountain, As-Safa, and went toward Al-Marwa, the other mountain. And between these two wadis, she ran a little bit until she hit Al-Marwa. She went up and looked here and there. She couldn't find anyone to help her. So she went back and forth for 7 times. This is the reason we do Nas'a between Safa and Marwa 7 times. It does have a background. Hajar did it. Then everyone followed her, because a sort of help. We may say that we are running here to ask for help from Allah. Allah, you helped Hajar and you brought her water, we need your help. In anything you want, ask God, between you and God. Tell him, I need this and this, and he will answer it. Because he answered Hajar in that place. She needs water. Her child is crying and he's dying. Then at the end, she heard the voice. Then she said, "Please tell me, can you help me? We are thirsty, my child and myself." Then Allah sent Jibreel, and he went to the same place. Some ulama said he used his feet or toe, and some people said his wing, and the water came up. So he started zamming the water, and she said, "Zamzam, Zamzam," make like a small dam. And this is the story of Zamzam. So Zamzam is very special water. No human being dig artesian well, no. This is a well which was dug by Jibreel alayhi salam. So here this is a beautiful story about Zamzam. So we talked a little bit about the background of the Mas'a and about Safa, Marwa, and Zamzam. Zamzam, I think you carried the Zamzam was buried by some people well, the story is very long here. I want you to read it, and if you have any question, please feel free to call me or to contact me by emails or by any means you like. But here, this is the original story about Zamzam, Mas'a, Safa and Marwa, and why we ran between the two limits of Wadi Ibrahim. Yes. This is the places which were carried out by researchers here in Saudi Arabia to show how the Zamzam comes. This is the spring of Zamzam water. Of course, you cannot see this anymore. It's deep. Saudi government, every time or once in a while, they do some maintenance. So this picture I built and can show you how the water comes from the cracks, fissures of these rocks. And this is the building of Zamzam. This may be demolished by the Saudi government in the first Saudi expansion, maybe 50 years ago or so. Beautiful building. And by the way, Maqam al-Imam Abu Hanifa was there in the roof. This is, I know this Zamzam. This may be also 40, 50 years ago that they used to use the rope and to get the water. Now, this water comes by pumps and they put it in small refrigerators, and some of them are cold, some of them are very normal, just as it came from the well. So enjoy drinking some of these Zamzam, please, and pray for yourself, for your family, and for me as well. This is also Saudi government, they have a big factory. This is Zamzam like a gift. If you want to take a couple of bottles to a good friend in Washington or in London or in anywhere, the government now make it healthy, hygiene, and they can be sold very cheap, or they are sold, I mean, very cheap by the Saudi government, and the Saudi government is doing good work in Zamzam, inshallah. Now here we talk about Mas'a. This is the old Mas'a, I don't know it. This is maybe for shade. And by the way, Mas'a was outside Haram Sharif. Now it is part of Haram Sharif. This is Babu Safa. Beautiful. I don't know it. I didn't see it. I saw it in pictures. And this was built maybe by Usmani or by Abbasi. I don't know. I tried my best, but I couldn't get more information. But behind that door is Jabal al-Safa. And inshallah, when you come to Mecca, you will be able to see Jabal al-Safa. This is Jabal al-Marwa. This is the Saudi expansion. You see, most of these buildings were demolished by the contractor to build up and to build up the new expansion or Saudi expansion. Now, this is also the first expansion in Al-Mas'a carried out by the Saudi government maybe in 1955 or so. This is the second expansion of the Saudi government for Mas'a. You see how the people there, my father told me the people who used to perform Sa'i maybe in thousands, now in hundreds of thousands. Now we have 4 floors and all of them inshallah will be full during maybe Yawm al-Nahr or maybe on the last 10 days of Ramadan. See here, I want you to compare between the number of people who are performing Sa'i during Hajj time and the number of the people who perform normal days, non-seasonal days. See here, very few people there. So this is also one of the main, as I said before, the main aim of the course. Try to avoid this crowding. Don't get yourself, don't take your wife to this. If there is, wait. There are some good time where I'm not saying it will be like this, but it will be much less than, it won't be that dangerous. This is the mountain of As-Safa. So I think we finished good part about Mas'a, about Safa, about Marwa, about Zamzam. So I will end up this lecture with a quiz. Please read it home. Try to answer it. If not, go back to the slides, read them, and if you cannot answer them, I will be happy to help you. You either email me or talk to me. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.